What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make one of these. This is very simple, but I will tell you now, you can buy these for about the cost you're going to spend in building one. So fittings, foam, and PVC is going to cost you right around 20, 25 bucks depending on where you buy it. And you can buy these online for about 15 to 25 bucks. It's because people buy the fittings in bulk and they buy cheaper PVC and cheaper fittings. So you can either make your own or you can go ahead and buy one. Just whatever you want to do. Okay, so you're gonna need a measuring tape, some way to cut the 3/4 inch PVC. I just have some actual PVC pipe cutter. You're gonna need fittings. You're gonna need 2 quads. They're 3/4 inch because we're using 3/4 inch. You can make this in 1 inch or 1/2 inch, but 3/4 inch is the most ergonomical because of size. You're gonna need, there's 2 different ways to make this. You're gonna need 4 90s and you're gonna need 4 caps. This is the way to make it if you're doing the legs. If you want to do it 4-sided where you can use all 4 sides, you're gonna need more 90s. So we're gonna go ahead and make it both ways so you can see that process. Next, you're gonna need your foam. This foam I already had, so I didn't put this in the cost, but you'll use a pool noodle or some of this insulation foam from Home Depot or Lowe's. And next you're gonna need a stick of 3/4 inch PVC. This actually happens to be just some True Fit PVC, regular old Schedule 40. We don't need none of the high-end stuff. So let's get started. Now, a quick note, make sure the schedule that is on your fittings matches the pipe you have. If you buy Schedule 40 pipe and you buy Schedule 80 fittings, they're not gonna fit together. And now an option would be to glue this with PVC glue, but we want it modular so we can take it apart and change it up over time. So we're not gonna glue this one together. Now, something to consider is how wide your tumbler is. These are 20 ounce. So we're gonna wanna make this at least 8.5 inches. So if we do 30 ounce, so we can make it all the way to 12, whatever we want, okay? Let's go ahead, we'll make this one at 11. So there's a couple ways you can measure your pipe and a couple different ways that you can cut this to make all the pieces fit together. The way I'm gonna do it is gonna be very simple. We're gonna cut the pipe 11 inches every time. We're not gonna do the takeout for this. We're already overcompensating with the 11 inches because we're only doing 20 inch tumblers with this one, 20 ounce tumblers with this one. So 11 inches. After I have the takeaway, it's probably gonna be right around 9 in between with the foam, maybe 8.5. So here we go. One helpful and cost-effective tip is to get a large stick of PVC and cut it down, not to buy the small already pre-cut ones. You're going to spend probably 4 times the amount of money for the same amount. Now, one thing is you're going to notice that from that last video, my blade is very dull on this and it did not cut very straight, but the good thing is this does not have to be precise. You're going to have a little bit of off air because it's just foam and PVC and we're not gluing it together. So the next part is we've got to get the 90 and the quads together. So how are we going to do that? We got to have a piece of pipe. So we'll take a piece, stick it in and mark it. Once you know this, it's 3/4 of an inch in. So we need 1.5 inches to put in between. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna make a whole bunch of 1.5 inch pieces. So go ahead and mark at 1.5 inches. Like I said, mine is, these are very old. So you can go get that piece of one flying that broke. since mine's not very sharp, if you're using your husband's tools like mine, they're probably gonna do this to you. All right, so now we can insert this piece and insert this piece, and now they're joined together, just like that. Now we're gonna do it 4 more times. Okay, so now we have this device made. We gotta make 2 of these. So go ahead and make 1 more. Okay, so now we got 4 pieces for in between and 2 end caps. Now this is where, if you didn't want 4 sides, instead of putting the 90s here, you would just put caps at the bottom and extend them as long as you want. So the next thing we gotta do is wrap these with some foam. So an easy way to do it is just figure out what the easiest way to feed it in is. And then go ahead and cut it an 1.5 inches shorter. Remember, 1.5 inches is gonna go 3/4 in this side and 3/4 on that side. So these are gonna be right at a little less than 10 inches. And just trim them up. They ain't gotta be perfect like we were talking. This is all for crafting, so it's gonna get redone a million times anyway in different colors. It's gonna get glue on it. All right. Let's go ahead and just push the foam on. There's a little bit sticking out of each end. Take your stickers off, which I forgot to do. Voila. And there we have it. Now we'll just stick them in one of the quads. You end up with something like this. Put the other end cap on. It's not going to be perfect right away. You have to move some pieces around and get them to fit perfect. And there we have it. Then bring it to your chest. Let me see if I can. You'll take and just bring it to your chest to push down on all the fittings, and there you have it. So here's how it works. You're gonna grab said tumbler, just like this, and to apply decals or anything, you'll just put it in here, and now you have a nice working surface. Or you'll put your sublam sheet underneath and wrap it, tape it, you're good to go now. Super simple and easy, very nice holder. Some people actually will modify these on each side with different size foam. That's a personal preference if you like. There's a thicker foam or less thick foam, and you can do different colors as well. So guys, thanks for stopping at the Maker's Blueprint, and if you have any questions, comments below, go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have crafts or anything that you want to see us do or questions about anything, go ahead and let us know.